Hey guys, it's Blackstone Betty. The most magical day of the year is right around the corner, Christmas morning. I have a handful of family style favorites that I keep on rotation for our breakfast. This year we are going with my Italian style tater tot breakfast casserole. It is so easy, made on the Blackstone Griddle and in combination with the new Blackstone pizza oven. Now if you don't have the pizza oven yet, or if it's on your Christmas list, don't worry, I'm going to show you how you can make this with or without the pizza oven. So join me while I show you how to make this delicious casserole to add to the magic of your Christmas morning with your family. I absolutely love a nice warm breakfast after opening up presents, and this one is so simple. You can prep this the night before and then pop it into your Blackstone pizza oven, or if the pizza oven is on your Christmas list and you do not have one yet, you can pop this in your oven. This way it's hot and ready as soon as you finish up with your presents. Now for my Italian style, we've got some hot and mild sausage, of course our tater tots, have some baby kale, baby spinach, an Italian cheese blend, some bell peppers, onions, little sweet cherry tomatoes, our eggs of course, and some half and half. Our blend of sweet and hot sausage comes in links, so I need to remove the casing from these, and then I will drop this down onto our preheated Blackstone griddle in with a little extra light tasting olive oil. I've got these burners on medium. On the opposite side, I'm going to drop down my tater tots on low heat without any oil. If you follow me, you know my obsession with crispy tater tots loaded with all different kinds of goodies, which you can find on the Blackstone Griddle's YouTube channel. We start these on low heat with no oil. This way, these tater tots begin to thaw. Sliding your Blackstone spatula under these tater tots, giving them a little shimmy shake, will help to rotate them as they begin to thaw out without breaking them up. Once our tater tots are thawed out, I'm gonna lightly drizzle over a little extra light tasting olive oil. We'll gradually turn up the heat on these tater tots and allow them to crisp up, adding any extra oil as needed. As for our sausage, I've got my Blackstone scraper, my absolute favorite tool. We're gonna break up our sausage and let that cook through. As for our greens, we're gonna roughly chop these up and then drop them down to mix through with our sausage and allow that to start to cook down. It will be seconds before your spinach and kale begin to wilt down. So we'll quickly drop down some olive oil in the center and allow our green and red bell peppers, as well as our onions, seasoned up with a little bit of the Blackstone SPG seasoning. I only want these veggies to kiss this griddle for a couple minutes, 2 to 3 or 4 at the most. The simple fact that all of these 3 different things can cook at the same time across my griddle surface, it just does not get any better than that. Now that these are all done, we've got our Blackstone large scooper. This makes pulling off all of these ingredients a breeze. We'll scoop all of this off, let it rest on a baking tray. This way they can begin to cool down. While they cool off, let's get this pizza oven preheated since we are cooking this right now. I'm gonna turn it on and let it heat on the lowest setting. Into a large mixing bowl, I've got 7 eggs. For each egg, I like to add a splash or around a tablespoon of half and half. Season this up with our SPG and whisk that all together. This way, we get a lot of air in those eggs. Between that and the half and half, we're gonna get really fluffy eggs. When it comes to making a casserole, you can either do this in a very large sized baking tray and cook it inside in your oven, or go with whatever size pan you can find to fit in your Blackstone pizza oven. I've got a 9x9 square pan. Another good option for this is using muffin or cupcake trays. Perfect if you are hosting a Christmas brunch. I'm gonna melt down 1 tablespoon of butter in our pan directly in the pizza oven as it's coming up to temperature. It'll only need a minute or 2 in the pizza oven, and then I can grab a paper towel and get this butter nicely coated around the edges. That way nothing sticks. Time to load up. We'll start with our base, which is our tater tots, nice and crispy all along the bottom. Add in your sausage and greens, and then your peppers and onions. A handful of our Italian blend cheese. Give your eggs one extra whisk and then begin to ladle them in or pour them in just so that those eggs come up to about the center of your pan. These eggs will double in size once they start to bake. Now before sticking this in the pizza oven, I want to zhuzh this up to make it just as pretty as possible, adding extra tater tots, our sliced cherry tomatoes, extra veggies, making sure to get all of the green and reds and whites on the surface since it is Christmas morning, and a little extra cheese, and into the pizza oven this will go. Our pizza oven on low is staying around 375 degrees, which is perfect. We'll let this go in the pizza oven for about 10 to 15 minutes. Every 5 minutes, I'm going to take off the door of the pizza oven and give this a nice rotate. This way it cooks evenly. Our edges are looking great. So now I'm gonna pull this out, wrap it tightly with some tin foil, stick it back in the pizza oven with the door on, give it 5 more minutes, and then I'm gonna cut off the heat and allow this to hang out in there for another 5 minutes with the heat off. As that temperature drops, the steam under the tin foil will continue to cook our eggs through. And in 25 minutes, this is done. If you were to cook this in the oven, especially if you were cooking it in a larger casserole dish, you will probably need more time. And if you wanted to take an even shorter shortcut, you could bake this the night before and then Christmas morning just stick it back in the pizza oven or your oven, or you can even use the Blackstone air fryer drawers to make smaller size portions and just reheat it until heated through. For me, this is done, and this is my practice round so that Christmas morning is perfect and it looks delicious. The pizza oven really created such a beautiful crust along the outside. The bottom of this is just as perfectly golden brown as the edges. It's warm, it's filling, and it's just the most gorgeous Christmas colors. My kids love eating this with ketchup. I love a little hot sauce on mine. For you, you can make it however you want with whatever fillers you want, whether it's bacon, pork roll, sausage, or yes, even my favorite, scrapple. Either way, I cannot wait to see who makes this, whether it's in your new Blackstone pizza oven, or if Santa, I hope, brings you a pizza oven for Christmas. You have to take a picture when you make it and post it and tag Blackstone products. We cannot wait to see who is enjoying this magical breakfast or what other goodies from Blackstone that Santa might bring you. Until next time, I am Blackstone Betty, and I cannot wait to see you guys in the next video.